Hey, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We got a couple of comments. That's always exciting. And it looks like a couple of people dropped in a couple of hours ago. That's awesome. I love that. I love that a lot. I'm in a new world of comfort this time. I'm excited. I've got myself a nice chair to sit in and a table that doesn't wobble. So I'm going to be in a world of comfort. And, very shortly, USUALMIKE should be joining me. I have sent him the invite link, so hopefully he can jump on shortly. He did say he probably have to be sorting out his kids or whatever. So yeah, we'll have Mike on the chat very, very soon. So I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Had a bit of an adventure today. It was nice. Good to get out of the house a bit. Beautiful day here in Adelaide, South Australia. Went for a drive out northern suburbs. Did a bit of a toy run, just checking out some toy spots, but didn't really come across anything. So, I did get a pretty cool hooded jumper, sort of sweatshirt sort of thing from Big W. So that was pretty exciting. Todd, can't wait. My body, Mike, and the amazing Jesse. That's the only time I've been called that. Love everything you guys do. It certainly helps out another Aussie Star Wars collector. We've got a good community going down here, guys. So it's got to look after each other and help each other out when we can. So I'm pretty excited to chat with some folks tonight. Carrie, Aussie, pew pew pew. Amen that. Matt Mando, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. No, it's probably only just started for everyone else because it's just being over here in Futureland. Jedi Trek, how's it going? Josh, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Bosk's Bounty, the mighty Boss Bounty. How you going, Tim? Appreciate you stopping by, mate. John Alvacini, howdy. Howdy, right back at you, sir. And Chief Chirper is here as well. Awesome, bunch of awesome folks. From the US, Ohio, it's 5:30 a.m. Ooh, nice and early. What's the temperature like over there? Is it be starting to warm up for you guys over there now, wouldn't it? Over in the United States. Starting to come out of the cold season, start to head into summer. Okay, I just got a message from Mike. His computer's doing updates. It's always the way, isn't it? Like, you're just like, I need to do something on the computer. It's like, oh, here's 15 minutes of updates. I was watching Brandon, Apprentice Ewok. I was watching his live stream earlier in the week. He's playing a bit of PlayStation. And I thought, you know what? I can jump on Battlefront and jump in and have a game with you. So I thought, I'll put the disc in. I had deleted off the PlayStation because I did a complete clean out of what I had stored on the PlayStation to put Cyberpunk on there. And I never ended up playing it because it was too clunky and it was just... Yeah, so I've just put that in the drawer. So I just hadn't got around to reinstalling it. And then it's like, you have a 50 gigabyte install. So I just sort of thought, all right, next time I'll get it installed, get it ready, maybe get some playtime back up. And I may even do a stream on there myself. So, Mike said that he should only take a couple of minutes. So I'll just shoot him a quick message back. No worries, mate. Not too chilly. Officially spring tomorrow. Awesome. Excuse me. Just a little burp in my mouth. That was disgusting. I'm not a pleasant human. I've had a pretty good week actually. I was a little bit disappointed in myself because Bulletproof Villain got in all the new Black Series figures like the Asajj Ventress Bo-Katan wave with the Bad Batch crew, and I stupidly just kept putting off pre-ordering them. So And yeah, he got them in early, which is awesome. And yeah, I was stoked to sort of see people getting them in Australia. And it's sort of been popping up all over the place in the last couple of months, or the last month, I suppose, probably 3 or 4 weeks. They've been sort of popping up on throughout the UK and the US. So I'm pretty excited that they're popping up here in the land down under. Finally, it's awesome. So yeah, I'm on the hunt for those figures now officially. Trying to track them down. I've got a Sarge Ventress on the way, which is pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to that one. Definitely keen on some Battlefront action if you go online sometime. Awesome. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is, if everyone's on PS4, I'm just going to drop my. What is my game? I can't even. I've got Mike sitting there waiting in the room. So, but just while he's waiting for a second, I'm just going to, because I did change my PlayStation Network name recently. So it is. I will put it here. There we go. The eye is little in width. All right, let's bring him in.
Are we live? Hey!
We are. How's it going, Mike?
Hello, everybody. Oh, it looks really dark, doesn't it? Oh, look at this. Nighttime.
It's mood lighting.
It is. I put the ring light on and I was like Casper the Ghost. And I thought, no. This is plenty good.
It really brings out your eyes.
Thank you. Now you can hear me. You can all see me. You can hear me good.
Yeah, nice and clear. Very nice and clear.
As Aussie internet, when we do live streams and we're doing international live streams, sometimes we don't connect too good overseas, do we?
Sometimes, yeah.
I watch myself back on the Pally Boys and I'm like, gee, I'm like half a second behind. It's got to travel all the way across the other side of the world. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello, everyone in the chat. I can see Chief
Darth
Chirper,
Mark.
Josh, Darth Mark, Janelle. Woo! Hello, everybody. Oh, someone's upstairs. Yeah. I can hear him sucking upstairs. It's 8:30 at night, time for bed. Now, did you have any topics to talk about tonight, or what are we doing?
I just sort of talk about the I watched your stream. When did I watch that? Yesterday afternoon. I watched your stream that you did yesterday. I watched that back. But I figured I wanted to talk about these figures anyway. I tried recording a little video of my thoughts and stuff, and then I just got to editing. I'm like, it was Friday afternoon. I just could not be bothered doing it. So I'm like, nah, I'm just going to wait for the live stream and share my thoughts there.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Josh is just saying the Ventress is beautiful. It took way too long for that one.
Coming soon. Yeah. We still haven't got that wave in Australia, have we?
No, I was just saying Bulletproof got the first sort of shipment in during the week. So there's a few folks around here in Adelaide have got them, and a few other folks around Australia have got the new wave. So, and I just managed to get a Sarge Ventress through Angel Grove Collectibles.
Excellent. Angel Grove.
I've got it's a Power Rangers reference, but if anyone else is in Australia, TFIWJ5 is a good discount code. We'll get you 5% at Angel Grove Collectibles. So,
excellent.
If anyone wants to go and hit them up for some figgies, go do it. He's saying thank you for your support. Absolutely. I'm just going to blow a little bit of smoke up Mark's backside right now and just say that he's probably one of the hardest working YouTubers in the community. Really, what a live stream demon.
Video a day.
He's heralded like a super group of awesome folks that is brought a lot of people together in the community, and it's absolutely fantastic what he's done. It's exciting to be part of YouTube at this point in time. It's probably more exciting than it ever has for me in 10 years. So, yeah, lots of great people, making lots of great friends and introduced to a lot of awesome people. So, yeah, we appreciate it. And congratulations again on the 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
And I was about 20 minutes late for the start of the Pala Boys this morning. But,
at least you got up. I woke up and it finished. I was like, they finished at 9 a.m. and I woke up 8:55. I'm like, oh, just go and get my phone. And I'm like, oh, thanks for watching, guys. I was like, oh, go on.
Yeah, I bailed probably with I bailed right at the end. I had to go get ready to get out and go out and do some stuff. But yeah, it turns out I only missed like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So
I've watched it back this afternoon. It was very good.
Yeah.
Sleeping Collectibles. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him yet. One of these days.
No, I've only just subscribed to his channel last week. So
he was saying you're on 10 years on YouTube. You were. So you're in your 11th year. So you started back in the time when YouTube was all cat videos and prank videos. So there was no
pretty much.
There was no Star Wars community back then. There was the odd person doing reviews, but it wasn't like a community.
Yeah.
Like that one guy, one guy.
It was really just sort of kicking off when I started. There was, 5 or 6 big guys doing YouTube videos for Star Wars collectibles, and now there's heaps. But I love it. It's great. It's awesome.
Oh, how do you doing our thing, Michael? That's me. That's my real name. Don't tell everybody.
Spooky Mike television tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll put the.
It looks like it looks like you got a Mandalorian like sneaking up behind you.
Yeah, that backdrop. I still got the little pink car you can just see there. But if I turn this light on, it's ridiculous. Watch this. Watch it. It's like, holy Jesus! There. That's much better. I don't know why it's so bright. I tried to turn it down, and it's like that was a lower setting. And it was like it's still killing me. I can shoot roos with that. I don't enjoy shooting kangaroos.
Gary said, my internet always drops out. Never had this problem with ADSL. NBN is awesome. Oh, gotta love our government, don't you? Just take some shortcuts and yeah. Oh, it's a disaster. I remember hearing about it. Like I remember hearing like spots in New Zealand were getting like 500 megabytes a second download speeds, and I'm like, we're lucky if we get maybe 4.
I mean, I'm the fastest in my area. I got 50, and that's like flat out the fast. The other places, probably the university gets 300.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I guess they've got to have it there, don't they? Really? Because if they're operating at max capacity. Bulletproof are awesome. Got my 40th anniversary wave 3 from them really quick. Still waiting on wave 2 from another retailer. Oh, hopefully they show up for you. I just pre-ordered my new Darth Maul today. So really
excited. Is this the shirtless Darth Maul?
Darth Maul with his rig out.
Yes. I said in the live stream, I said it's great that they made a figure that looks like my body shape.
I didn't catch that, but
it went over everyone's head. It's like just joking.
Yeah, it must have went over mine too at the time. But new Darth Maul is my favorite so far.
It'll be a popular one, that one.
I think it is. I think it's going to be the. It seems to be the pick of the bunch.
Darth
for those that don't like Green Rabbits, hey Darth Muzzer. Mark, if you're free, I'll shoot you a link and you can jump in the chat if you like.
Positivity.
I might do it anyway. I might just send him a link. I'll go on Twitter.
You go on the Twitter. Ooh.
I'll get on the tweets. Oh, no, look at me go, tweeting and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, microphone turned up again. Steady on. As you may not be aware, I was late to the stream because my computer was doing itself a little update. It's because my computer it's dying. My computer that I'm on right now is really, really struggling. And what it does when the processor wants to kick in, it actually turns my microphone up and the gain's up really high. And it sounds like I'm like broadcasting at 100 gain.
Oh.
Very odd. No, I know. It's from years of just saving images and video to my computer and using them in videos when I produce videos. I'm burning it out. I'm running it maximum capacity. Hey, it's Boss Bounty. Hey, I got something to show, boss. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, beautiful. I'm going to need to get one of those for my Star Wars jacket.
I'm going to put it right here. I saw Chevy Mark. He's got one on his hat. I'm going to get a hat.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That's a great idea.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'll put it somewhere. Awesome. Can you give it a shout out? Little Boss. He's watching with me.
Little Boss.
My daughters love hearing his voice when he does a video with Little Boss. they're like, "Oh, I can hear him. I can hear him." I think his name's Harry. I'm not sure, but the girls are all excited. They gather around. I can hear him. He's talking. You know, you hear him pipe in, say, "Oh, thank you." Sweet little voice on him. Good little Bosk.
I hope you're having a good night with your dad, little Bosk. What a good day.
Good morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Now, do you have any pictures to put up on the screen?
Sorry. No, I don't. I'm not that organised. No worries, Mark. We'll, hope it all goes all right.
Good luck, buddy. Oh, yeah. Watching this tomorrow. I've got to tap out. But greetings from Phoenix, Arizona. Milky Skywalker.
Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. Hope all the new things are starting pre-order. I almost had to wait, but I managed. See, with Bulletproof, you can pre-order, and I love Afterpay as an option for me. It just works well with my budget. But with Bulletproof, you can only Afterpay up to $100 and over. So I finally bit the bullet and pre-ordered the Darth Maul and Ahsoka from the Vintage Collection as well, because I hadn't got around to that. So I'm learning my lesson from not pre-ordering. The one time I didn't pre-order, the figures came in early, and I missed out. So I'm excited to be excited to get these when they come out. So I'm trying to get back on track with my pre-orders.
And then there's those times when we go, I'm not going to pre-order. I'll wait till they get in the shops, and then don't hit the shops at all.
G'day, Boss Bounty and Little Bosk from Chief Chirper.
So, you're getting a patch.
Oh, legend!
Excellent.
I'll send you some
just
pins.
Like this one.
I've got some little badges I'll send back. We'll tee up a trade, Tim. That'd be awesome. I need to do some.
Would you like me to find an image? I did save a few images just in case, because you're like, hang on, I'm not ready. Let's go here.
I'm so excited to be using a table that isn't wobbling.
If I open this one in Picasa, open with, now my microphone's turned itself back up again. Come on.
The rise of the machines. Skynet's taking over and turning everyone's microphones up. Or just
feels
yours.
Like it. Just mine. There's one for us. The way we should have the figures, the right way round. Yeah, they did have that apology from Hasbro about they're bringing out Carnor Jax, but he looks like Kier. Is he say Kier? Kier Canos?
Kier or Kerr? Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. It's the way you read it in the book. Oh, look, you're big now.
Yeah. What have I done? There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just clicking shit here as I go. Yeah, I like that. I like that Hasbro addressed it, but they didn't actually say they were going to fix it. So
no, every single one of them will be with Carnor Jax on the box, apparently.
Yeah,
and then there's nothing rare about it because they're all going to be. It's like putting Luke Skywalker in a box, putting Han Solo on the packaging. It doesn't make any sense.
I think as I know, Chaz the Guru, he posted a picture of the comment that Hasbro made about the apology and sort of saying, we know we stuffed up here. And as I'm like, you remember when they spelt Luke Skywalker wrong twice in two different ways on the same box? There was Luke Squawker and Luke Squawker and Luke's. Yeah. I love those memes. They're so good.
That's the one, yeah. They're the same picture.
His memes just feels absolutely. I'm sure he's seen them. Every time one of his memes come up, they absolutely crack me up. I love it.
Because there's no like ill intent. Like he's not making fun of actual Patrick. It's a more of the corporate thing, and Patrick is the face that we know. It's like, I'm sure Patrick gets a kick out of it. They want to see some real pictures now. Real pictures. Yeah. So we got.
Did you get a new desk? Oh, I didn't get a new desk. I just borrowed a table from another room. and it's a nice sturdy 4-legged one as opposed to the 1-legged table that I normally use. So I don't know. I thought the bar table was going to be a good idea, but it's hasn't turned out to be as stable. So as it turns out, the bar table's a little bit drunk. So
there's our mall, shirtless mall.
I love me when you pre-order and forget about
it.
Glistening. Next thing, random figures becoming like WTF. I never forget about my pre-orders. That's my problem. I have an issue. Yeah, how nice is that? This is the pick of the bunch for me. This Darth Maul, though.
A lot of people said because he's Sith apprentice, he should have shorter horns because he's only young. He should have shorter horns on his head than say Phantom Menace days because he's a younger, agile Maul.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it's fine. Like, I don't know if they're going to do an old man Maul with, gigantic horns. The only way they're going to do that is if they do the Spider Maul, because that was from Clone Wars, which I want like more than anything.
So there, because Clone Wars 1 is later than the Solo version, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Solo one, he's got robot legs, but they're not spider legs.
Yeah, no, spider legs came before Solo Maul.
So maybe they'll do that one.
Because because he got his spider legs turned into robot legs using parts of a super battle droid, and then the Mandalorians fixed it. Yeah, that covers.
It's a book.
Yeah.
Don't you? Isn't that a book?
Yeah,
I don't collect them.
Yeah, it was a Dark Horse comic. I don't think I've got that one. I've got a couple of Darth Maul books from Dark Horse, but I don't think that's one of them. And there's a couple of Darth Maul novels as well, but
brilliant. That was my thumbnail in my live stream. I was just like, wow, I got to use that picture. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I know the armpit area there, seriously, looks like it's a little bit ragged. Maybe the prototype and they just stretch the arm out for the pose and just, we've kind of tore a little bit on the
I think that's the joint. I think that's just the joint, like where the ball sort of locks into the hinge.
Pretty, is it? It's not. I would expect it to be more of a seamless straight line.
Yeah,
it just looks a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's just the joint. Like, where's an example? Like, it's like here I've got Luke. Sort of like that.
Nice clean cut there. Your Luke one is like very straight.
Yeah, maybe it's just the prototype, but it looks nice either way. Like, I love the face. Yeah, the head sculpt's beautiful on that one.
This one you need a couple barbells on each end of the lightsaber.
That sounds like a good mission for our Star Wars Photoshop on Instagram.
Yeah.
Too late to fix their shipping in spring. Well done, Hasbro.
So that when Tim said spring, it's our autumn, isn't it? It's May. Our spring is September. We're not waiting that long.
Yeah,
it's got to be about May.
They didn't look up Wikipedia to make sure they have the character right.
Yeah, just one little what do you call it? Just one Google search, you'd find an image of it.
Yeah, because you type in Carnal Jax into Google and it comes up with the correct one. So it's. I just found it funny that they would have had to have go through Lucasfilm as well and get the approvals for the figure and the display box and Lucasfilm licensing wants all that like sorted before it actually goes out on the shelves. So it even got through licensing. So I'm not sure.
So there he is, Carnal Jax.
Buff Maul. Shower Maul.
Buff Maul.
Just noticed Vintage Rex is up for pre-order at Bulletproof Phil, and I missed out the first time around. Yeah, I know there's more coming. I have it on good authority that there are more on the way. So keep an eye on Goodies Toys as well, because I have it on good word that there are plenty more Rexes coming. So stay tuned and keep.
So the rest of the world don't know this. That Australia didn't get that figure originally when the wave dropped.
Yeah,
there was no Rex.
Just completely absent. Yeah, so they are coming. It was a bit like Well, there was another one that happened. TIE Pilot was a little bit late coming out in the last in the repack wave. He was about 2 weeks behind. Cody was 2 weeks behind on the archive wave. So it seems to be like, you can here's some figures now, but we'll send the other one later. So yeah, we're going to get more Rexes. So yeah, keep an eye out on all the Aussie sites. I didn't realize he was up for pre-order Bulletproof again, so that's awesome as well.
So do you like the packaging?
I do. I really do.
It's like the little book. I got the I had it in my video, the loop, what's it called? The Skywalker Strikes one. It's very similar to that sort of style of box, except not the big. There's no extras on the side. That's Carnal Jacks. There's just one piece of cardboard, and it folds onto it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I dig the packaging. I wish they'd sort of even maybe go back to Marvel and say, look, we want to put out like a small reprint of one of the comics or one of the issues from the line, and sort of bring back the old comic packs that they used to do with the 3 3/4 inch line back 10 years ago. Plus 10 plus years ago, they used to get 2 figures and a comic book, and it was just like a reprint issue, so it wasn't super valuable to anyone, but it was a chance for someone to pick up a figure pack and get a couple of figures, read a comic, and it might entice them to go out and buy the books. I think that would be a great option, like maybe in the door there where you've got the picture and the write up, maybe have that as a sleeve, and you can pop a comic book in there. Or slot it in behind or slot it in behind the figure. Yeah, put it in. So then people go, I might want to read I'd like to know more about the Crimson Empire story.
Because for those of us who don't know anything about these publishing characters, that would get me interested in. I might pick this up. I might have a read all about it. Yeah. I just like it for the aesthetics of how cool it looks. It looks like a Royal Guard has gone bad.
Yeah, it's pretty much just slightly different cape and different weapon, but essentially the same figure that we've had with the Royal Guard before. But it's cool. It's just comment here, Boss Bounty Deluxe Fett review today, chaps.
Brilliant. I'm waiting for that figure. I really thought when I saw the US had them as June the 3rd, and I thought, April 1st for Australia. I thought we're going to get them first. And the UK first again.
I just saw Amazon are apparently shipping them out too in the US, I think.
Going early.
I didn't actually say. Don't get my Boba till June. Hopefully we'll get them here in Australia soon. June, pretty sure most pre-orders brought forward. Yeah, Jar Jar got brought forward quite a lot, so hopefully Boba Fett can jump out. Is this the same as the original More from the Waist Down? It looks like it. Yeah, it does. I believe it is exactly the same.
This figure, the Carnal Jax.
No, the Darth Maul. Yeah, so the Carnal Jax or Kirkanos. That is the Royal Guard that you get underneath the robe, but they've given him a different cape. So they did one. I can't even think of what just thinking out loud. Yeah, they've given him a cape as opposed to like the full wraparound robe, and it's got a layer of purple underneath. So, but yeah, I believe the Darth Maul is exactly the same, and more than likely it's just a Marvel Legends body top. But I'm not sure from what figure, so because there aren't many shirtless Star Wars figures.
Sure.
And they couldn't have used the farm boy Luke because he's like a scrawny little kid. So
maybe the old Power of the Force one blown up, the steroids version. I did that one. I made the mistake where I'm looking at Todd Atwell's. Where I'm looking at this the other night, and I'm saying, he's got a pistol in his hand. He's got a pistol. And then I go back to the image, and I'm looking around the package for the pistol, and I'm like, where's the pistol? And then everyone's, you idiot, it's in the holster. I was like, where'd they pack it? Where'd they pack it? I'm looking. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Right in front of my face.
Good to see you, Todd. I appreciate the comment you dropped earlier, mate. It means a lot.
We'll have a look at our favorite.
It's pronounced Kirkanos. Kirkanos.
Kirkanos.
I actually haven't read those comics, so I don't have much of a feeling about the Kerr.
I think we'll say it differently. Like Todd, he's an Aussie. He'd say it differently to someone who's in the UK, someone differently who's in the US. We'll all have our own dialect of the way we pronounce it.
Yeah. Mm.
And there's our Jackson.
Bugs Bunny on meth in the year 3000.
Well, my daughter saw that. I showed her the picture and said, "Oh, it's a bunny rabbit." And she was so chuffed. She was so happy to see this character.
Yeah, it's just this. I love the artwork next to it, like from the Star Wars Adventures comic. Like it's just this cute little bunny-looking dude, and then you look at him, and he's looks like something out of, I don't know,
menacing.
He looks like he's like, I understand, like Marvel Comics put this character out like back in the 70s. So I can't understand it, but it looks more like a Marvel character than a Star Wars character. Like you expect to see this guy like join the Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Yeah, few rockets, mate.
But he's got so many different used parts. Like the legs are from Farmboy Luke. The torso is from X-Wing Luke, I think, or Bosk maybe. Yeah, I reckon it's. Yeah, I think the upper torso is Bosk. I'm just looking at my Bosk now. It's very similar, only because Bosk doesn't have the chest box like Luke does, so it's I feel like it's going to be Bosk, and then I reckon it's got like AT-AT driver / TIE pilot arms, and then he's got this sort of extra armor piece which gives the shoulder armor as well on top, with the new head, and the blaster pistols are the same as the one that came with Dr. Aphra and Jaina Solo. So they've it works, I guess. Like I think the belt's new as well. I don't recall seeing that belt anywhere, but for the most, it's okay. It's not my cup of tea, but you know, if I see it in a Zing or something, you know, I'll probably be a complete sucker and just buy it anyway because I'm hopeless at that.
No. I might not get the chance to pick it up while I can.
Yeah. Bike Scout 74. Good morning. Good evening to us. Thank you.
Oh, Biker Scout.
Hasbro must be so random. One collector in the US told me he couldn't get Constable Zuvio in his area. The greatest of all time peg warmer.
Wow. You can't get Zuvio.
He'll get his time. Zuvio will get his time in the sun, and then people will go nuts for those figures, and they'll put him in the archive line.
Yeah. Or even pack him into a Mando box. Into the Phase 4 packaging.
Yeah. They just got to stick that little mask on him so he doesn't have his face showing. And they could do it. Didn't Dave Dorman do the Crimson Empire covers? He streams his painting almost every day. Someone should bring him on to talk his old Star Wars covers. Oh, I didn't realize he did that, but that'd be cool.
Not that cover. Not this cover here.
No, for the Crimson Empire, for the Royal Guard, for Carnal Jax. He may well have. Like Dave Dorman was still doing a lot back then, so I didn't realize he streams his painting. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to find him. That's really, really cool. He's a great piece of Star Wars history. Like he's very iconic. Price of vintage comics going up. Long gone are the days when you could get job lots cheap.
You buy 50 comics for a couple of bucks.
Yeah, that's just the popularity of popular culture as it is, isn't it? Really, the acceptance of now nerd sort of culture being widely accepted and all that sort of stuff. So it's always going to be like that.
You collect a few comics, don't you?
Yeah, mainly just the trade paperbacks. But I do sort of try and get issue ones when I can, like the first issue of a series. So I've got one comic box, like an archive box full of issue ones and a few others. But
I know I have issue one of the X-Files from 1996. I've got that one.
Oh, nice.
That's the only #1 comic I own. I
am going to do a giveaway shortly. I'm not sure if I'm going to wait till 4,000 subscribers, but I'm going to be giving away. I have an extra issue 1 from 2015.
Skywalker Strikes.
Bagged and boarded. It's not in the best shape. There's no real creases or anything. There's just sort of shelf wear on it, but it's
that looks
a little bit of shelf wear on the sort of on the edge. But yeah, it's bagged and boarded. So I'm going to be using that as part of a giveaway. I'm slowly putting together a little bit of a giveaway package now. So a little tease that's something I'll be giving away soon.
Are you getting behind in your comments?
A little bit,
Sci-Fi.
not as behind as you were the other day. Sci-Fi, what's going on, man?
God. I was an hour behind.
Good morning, Tim. Just finished watching election video 3 minutes ago. Great video as usual. Shirtless Kylo from Last Jedi next.
Well, now they've got the sculpt.
I would buy it. You could do it. You could do it, and then you could put a soft goods shirt on him, have a swap out head that doesn't have the scar, and you could do a Rise of Skywalker Ben Solo. Otherwise, he's basically wearing the same pants. He's just wearing a long sleeve t-shirt with a couple of holes in it. And if you got the holes in the t-shirt, Hasbro, get on it. You could have a Ben Swallow pack.
It'd be the first time the action figure is outsold by women. All over it. I don't want that figure.
I noticed that market tend to fluctuate so often to not fair hold once the world gets back to normal. Yeah, when people have to go back to work, when everyone has to go back to work and they don't have time to read comics
or collect.
Trousers up to his armpits. Adam Driver's armpits below his pecs, because his pants are still up under his pecs, but they're almost up to his shoulders. I don't know. I've just got this weird picture in my head now that probably needs to be photoshopped. And if my wife catches me photoshopping a shirtless Adam Driver, she'll start thinking differently of me.
What's going on? Yeah.
Jackson is the goofiest character in the galaxy. I'm going to throw it out there and say, I wasn't not even close to being interested in Jackson as a figure. I would rather Geode from Into the Dark, and he's a rock. He is a rock, but he is the absolute MVP.
I got to get into the books. I don't know anything about it. Because when I rumored Jackson originally, I didn't know myself. I back when it was a rumor from Yakface, I'm like, Jackson? Because he didn't actually name him. All he did was put a piece of art from the comic book and just said Black Series. And I think Jackson was in the hashtags. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'll talk about it, but I have no idea. And then people tell me he goes all the way back to 1978. And I was like,
yeah, I know one person who'd be excited about, potentially be excited about Jackson. I think he'd probably prefer it in 3 3/4 inch, and that's Dan Curto, who used to do all the archive photos for Rebel Scum back in the day.
He works for Tops,
I think he still does some art for Tops. Yeah,
that's right.
But yeah, he's been in the collecting game for a very long time. He knows his figures and stuff, and I know a long time ago he was pushing for a Jackson 3 3/4 inch figure. So if they do one in Vintage Collection, I know he'll be very happy about it. So and I've seen this thrown around a lot. Bucky O'Hare. I know nothing of Bucky O'Hare. It must be a generational thing.
We're too young to remember. I don't know. Are you Googling it now, are you?
I am.
Tim's got you Googling.
Okay. Yeah, Green Rabbit, red suit. Is he meant to be a little bit Buck Rogers-y? I'm not sure. Yeah, I've never seen that cartoon as a kid, so that must be.
We probably didn't get it in this country.
Oh, that's possible too.
Doesn't ring a bell with me. I've seen it in the comments of Instagram. People writing Bucky O'Hare as well.
Looks like something I probably would have liked as a kid, though. There he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I can see. Yeah.
Green rabbit with a laser gun. That works. Yeah, I've seen that comment thrown around a lot, and I had no idea who Bucky O'Hare was. So there you go.
There's Todd's comment. Yeah, it's not Khan or Jax.
Yeah.
Wong.
Jackson is the Howard the Duck of Star Wars. Yeah, that's nail on the head there, I think. Jackson is a very niche figure. I hope they don't overproduce him. Look, if they do and he goes on clearance, I might buy one.
There you go.
Isn't it Luke's torso and arms? It could be. Like I said, I know Luke has the chest box, sort of the chest box. So unless that sort of armor piece that's over Jackson's shoulders sort of engulfs that sort of bit of chest box armor that Luke has for his thing. But yeah, it could be his arms from the pilot. I can't see mine at hand, but I'm actually yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, it could be.
We can move on to Luke if you like. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next picture put up here.
Yeah, repainty.
Yeah, repainty Luke. With the
scroll down for a minute. I've got a new member, 1000th Ghost. Oh, legend! Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
He is a legend.
Yeah, thanks,
I just watched his toy hunt video today.
Oh, nice.
He was in a GameStop, and oh my god, they had everything.
Oh wow!
It's like, yeah. I'm very envious when I see the US guys do toy hunts and they go to the NECA section. We don't even have a NECA section, and then they go.
Yeah, I know. I was watching.
There's Gremlins. They're all there.
I was watching Sleeping Collectibles video where he went and got some Batman figures out of the back of some guy's truck at the middle of the night, and then he sort of just tacked on some other toy hunt footage throughout, and then I was watching G-Force Racing 20s. He did a couple of toy runs recently too, so I've been watching the toy runs. I'm like, oh, we're looking at the action figure section, but now we're going to go to the NECA section. I'm like, there's a NECA section.
There's a NECA section.
I went into Walmarts and Targets when I was in America, and I didn't even know there was a NECA section. I would have checked it out if I knew that.
On the odd occasion, if you go into a Zing store, you might see one of those Predators in their glass cabinet, and that's the NECA section we got in this country. One figure.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's all online, isn't it? Or like a specialty collector store, but not very often do you see them in stores.
Yeah. Boss Bounty's here. Yes, we have a celebrity in the chat.
Hey, Tim and Young Boss.
Little Boss too. Don't forget Little Boss.
Hey, Jesse, did I tell you I picked up that classic Phantom Menace teaser poster, Little Annie and Vader Shadow. It's even better fresh in the flesh.
Oh, that is a good.
You did it, and I love that poster. That is my favorite Star Wars poster of all time. I don't know what it is. It's just something about that poster. I absolutely adore it.
It's like him as the boy, and it's like where he is, and the shadow is where he's headed. Yeah,
and I always talk about this little bit, but you got the dome of like the house, and there's this little shadowy corner where the doorway is, and for some reason that little shadow just balances the whole picture. Like it's amazing. I love it so much. Like that's just marketing genius. Morning, Winston.
Good morning.
Dorman streams paintings on his Facebook page. He calls it Dave's Dugout. Nice. I'm going to have a look. He's been doing a lot of the Mandalorian pieces on it, even Dad Bod Fett. Nice. I love that he's still painting. I know he's not doing movie posters and stuff anymore, but yeah, he did a lot of Star Wars stuff. So
I'd like to do that one day, but I'm not the greatest of artists. I draw, but I'm not brilliant. I'd be too worried about people criticizing. No, that's terrible. Why are you live streaming art? You can't draw properly.
It's all interpretive, but people don't understand that. Bucky was a pretty good show. I'm gonna have to see if it's on YouTube. I'm kind of piqued my interest. Again, thanks for joining up as a member, Chris. I really appreciate it. So yeah, this Luke Skywalker though. That looks familiar, doesn't it?
Very. I can go across and have a look at the
Yeah, I like the littlest.
I've seen you before.
Yeah, just,
You were holding him in your hand a minute ago. There. Oh, look at that. Twins with a different lightsaber.
yeah. It's like he put his clothes in the washing machine with some bleach, and this is how it turned out. What I've got in my hand.
Yeah. Well, you got day wear and night wear.
Look, I don't dislike it. I just
it's a good figure, but we've seen it before.
I could literally go out in the shed and have this figure in about 10 minutes time with a little bit of masking tape and some black spray paint. Ta-da! I've seen a few people already do it too.
I got the figure early. That's one way to get the views on YouTube. I'm reviewing this figure that's not out yet. Maybe custom. Heir of the Empire, the book I've never read.
I read it a long time ago, but I have the trilogy, so it's I'd love to get back into reading it again sometime, but it's so hard keeping up with current books that are coming out because I'm pretty avid reader, so I tend to just try and read as much as I can. But yeah, because of all the new stuff that comes out, I don't have time to go back and read old stuff that I've either missed or haven't read before. So
it's kind of like a classic film that someone says, you should watch Gone with the Wind. And you're like, I've got a million things to watch before I get to Gone with the Wind sort of thing.
Yeah. I think Sci-Fi sent me a link that someone is doing like a 3D animated version of Heir to the Empire on YouTube. So it's like an episodic series. And they've basically animated it. It's not super duper quality. Like it's a bit crude, like it's previs almost, like previs animation. But they've actually done really, really well. They've voice acted it out. There's, they've got all the characters in there. There's Thrawn. And I've watched a couple episodes so far. It's something I need to go back and just, they're still putting them out as they go. And I'm not sure if they're actually into finish the first book or whether they've gone into the second. I'm not sure yet. But they're releasing them in snippets, and they've got a playlist. You can find it. It's just Heir to the Empire. And I'm pretty sure Sci-Fi sent that to me, and I'll watch that thing. I thought, this is so cool. So if you want a shorter version and get the story in a different way, like basically what it could have been as a movie, you can do that.
Cool.
Yeah, speaking of Sci-Fi, saying here maybe they file their horns down, talking about the Zabraks, the Darth Maul. That's possible.
And there's our, what's it called? Salamiri.
It's Salamiri, yeah.
Like Salamander. But Star Wars. I reckon we can get Chris Perillo to 3D print this. He'd knock this out in the afternoon.
Yeah. I've already seen some people doing this as well. Like, there's already people that have got them out there. So I'd like to see someone 3D print. So Grand Admiral Thrawn in the old Heir to the Empire books and stuff, he has those sort of shoulder things that, like I don't know, old British ship captains sort of wear. I don't know what to call them.
Lapels? No. Someone in the chat will know.
It might be some sort of lapel, but it's the sort of shoulder things. And this time around, they've just given him the gold sort of bands on the side of his uniform. But I'd love to see someone 3D print them, and you could basically have like an Heir to the Empire looking Thrawn. That'd be cool. That look gives me serious Mad Max vibes. All we're village people. So
just need to bike your hat on.
Luke was the only real disappointment for me. No real effort on Hasbro's part. Yeah,
let's throw in this animal. That was the bonus there.
Yeah, look, I don't mind. Like, it's good for an exclusive. Like, you wouldn't want to put that at mass market retail. Not that Hasbro is aware that there is a such thing as mass market retail. It doesn't feel like it anyway. But this is the perfect exclusive because you don't need to pick it up if you don't want to. Because it is just a really simple repaint. And I understand that to sort of, put an exclusive out that's a repaint, it means, hopefully they can use some of the money they make from those repaints to, fund some new characters. So as long as they're sort of balancing it out with some cool new characters, I don't mind that they sort of occasionally put out a bit of a repaint, a retool, bit of a remixed up figure or something like that. It doesn't really bother me all that much.
Well, I was saying on my stream that the Luke Skywalker's in this lineup of 4 figures for the casual fan to go, I know Luke Skywalker. and so they'll pick him up, and then once they've got one, I might as well get the 4 of them. Yeah, it's sort of an entry level character that some noob would come in and start buying them up.
Gateway figures.
A gateway figure. That's it.
Get one, then you're hooked.
Yes.
Seriously, that's the wrong name on a comic character. Kano Jax is the villain to Kurkanos. Wear similar armor, but it's different. Yeah, we sort of spoke about that before. Hasbro basically come out and acknowledged their error, but they didn't say they're going to fix it. So I think it's just something we're going to have to live with, unfortunately. GameStop in the States at Chockers. Yeah, you see some other stores that people go into GameStops and there's just absolutely nothing in there. I know Jedi Master 738 on YouTube, Nicole, she over the years she's had some absolutely awesome finds on clearance at GameStops, like some like artifact statues and just ridiculous things that have just been on complete clearance, and there's no one's picked them up. She's managed to score some great deals on them over the years. So I guess it depends on area, I suppose. Like most stores, like I guess it's like Zine Pop Culture here. You go to some stores, they're completely wiped of stock, and you go to other ones, and they've got backlogs of the same figure everywhere.
Do you know what my local one's got? 3 carbonized Boba Fetts sitting on the pegs doing nothing.
Oh, really?
They're $50. They're $50 each.
Yeah.
That's probably what's turning people off. But I love that figure, and I'm like, I got 2. Do I need another one? They're just sitting there, no one's buying them. I'm like, wait till they go on clearance.
I found a credit collection Cara Dune, which is the first one I've seen in a while since all the Cara Dune merch sort of started getting snatched up. But
it's worth $1 million.
Yeah, if it was guaranteed to get $1 million, I would have coughed up the $49 and bought it. But if there's anyone here in Adelaide, Big W Elizabeth has a Cara Dune on the pegs credit collection. So if you think you can make a little bit of cash out of it, do it. But I just didn't have the heart to drop $49 on it at that point in time. So stinks that NECA is so easily broken. The figures look gorgeous. They do. I recently got the King Kong, the new release of King Kong. That's a damn cool figure. It's actually quite strong too, that one. It's good. No 3.75 Grief Kargi yet either. He'll be out in the next wave, though. He should be pretty close.
Do you remember I said they were coming out the 12th, and then on the 11th, they changed the date of release for EV Games to the 30th. So, why? We could have been first. Could have been first. Yeah, the boat just didn't run out of petrol halfway across the ocean. Even though that Luke is a repaint, it's great to have a look from Heir to the Empire. Such a great book. I must read it again. It's been so long. I would have liked. So I saw someone else doing a custom of it. There was a Luke where he's wearing the singlet. He's wearing a white singlet like this, but he's wearing the orange jumpsuit pants. But he's sort of taken the jacket off, and the jacket it's not the jacket, but it's the top half of the flight suit. He's sort of undone that, and it's sort of just hanging around his waist as a belt, like around his belt line. And he's got like a holster. His holster sort of strapped across his chest as opposed to around his waist. And they did a comic pack years ago with Mara Jade. That came with a figure of Luke like that dressed in that outfit. That would have been really cool to see. Yeah, the way you described that, he sounds badass. It's really cool.
that would have been cool to see. Bucky O'Hare is on YouTube. Awesome. I'm gonna have to sit back in bed tonight and watch an episode or two. Hasbro loves an easy repack. They do. Well, I kind of get it to a point, but
because we don't know how much money they get as a budget to make figures. We don't know that.
It's, as long-term collectors that have had the figures already, like it is a bit of a bummer. But like I did that video talking about my sort of minor gripes with the repack wave in the vintage collection that recently came out. And while I was disappointed, I did get a lot of comments from people sort of saying, I'm really stoked that these are out because I haven't been able to find them since they're newer collectors. So I kind of took that on board, and I understand it now. Sort of, I kind of take that other point of view now that it is good to have those repacks out there. I just think the character choice was probably a little bit misguided. There's just more harder to find vintage collection figures from the first run around that could get released and be just as
the
good.
only way around that, I would say, instead of bringing us 4 figures, bring us 6 figures a wave, and give us like 4 of them brand new characters, and then 2 repacks.
Yeah, I'd even take 3 and 3. Yeah, I'd even take 3 and 3. Go 50-50. Like that wouldn't even be that bad. But yeah,
it's at least we would get new characters every wave. We get repack characters every wave. The entire trilogy was fantastic.
I think that Luke wins the award for all-time laziest Black Series repack.
Someone will beat it soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, at least they got a can of spray paint on it. I always thought the carbonized ones were lazy repacks, but I went and bought myself the Boba Fett, didn't I? So I'm eating my own words. Shame it's not canon anymore.
Well, now they got figures of it, you'd think it still is.
No, I don't think figures necessarily make it canon though. But I think they'll end up pulling a lot from that now that Grand Admiral Thrawn has sort of been pulled into Mandalorian era, and with Ahsoka and stuff. I think they're going to pull a lot of that material back in. So I think that'll be cool.
Thrawn. See how Rezakai put HTTE heir to the Empire? Someone on my stream last night put HTTH, and I was like, "What is this?" I couldn't get. I eventually,
I recall that bit.
It was a bit of a mistake, but I was just like, lost. I was like, "What is the acronym?"
Heir to the Empire.
The Empire.
Darth Angelus is doing the 3D Heir to the Empire you're talking about. That's the one. Yes, that is fantastic. Yeah, recommend go and watch that. I've only watched a couple of episodes, but I'm gonna chuck it in a playlist, and there already is a playlist, but I added it all to a playlist on my channel, so I may not be up to date. So yeah, go and check it out. They could have repacked Thrawn again just with your Salamiri. That would be almost as lazy, but it would work better though because you'd have the Salamiri. I think they should have done Thrawn, like I was mentioning with the shoulder belt sort of things. Again, shorter epaulettes on Thrawn shoulders. Epaulettes. Yes, thank you. Epaulettes. I'll forget that in about 5 minutes. But yeah, put them on the current archive Thrawn figure. Put him out with a throne and a Salamiri, and that thing will sell like hotcakes. Everyone loves Thrawn. I'm still seeing Thrawns on the shelves, though, that said, but that's all right. I just realized that the inbox lightsaber doesn't match the box art.
Oh.
No. Can you zoom up on the picture there? So it looks blue, doesn't it?
It does. You're talking about up here.
Yeah, he technically does have a green lightsaber at this point in time, but it kind of looks blue there, doesn't it? But it looks kind of green in front of his shadow or whatever that's going on there. But then it looks blue at the tip,
and that's thrown down the bottom there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I see on the shoulders.
Yeah. So basically, it's a little lizard thing that blocks, like it creates a force barrier to stop people from using the force on them. So they're essentially like a shield against the force.
How about that?
So that's, Thrawn uses it as protection, basically.
I was reading through that. I didn't realize there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different languages on it.
Oh, there is too. I thought it might have just been one big bio, but
that's what I was just reading. I'm like, I'm reading that second paragraph. I can't understand.
5 years after the destruction of the Death Star, Luke Skywalker fears there is no hope as the remnants of the Imperial fleet are readied for war under the command of Grand Admiral Thrawn. If they were to get this out like within the next few weeks, as opposed to the next few months, it'd be good timing because Thrawn figure as an archive line is sitting out there on pegs at the moment. So. Mara Jade would be nice. Again, not one of my favorite characters, but
so you could certainly fit into that line, that publishing line.
Yeah, absolutely. I still want Jason Solo / Darth Kaitis to go with Jaina Solo. I still want Darth Malak to go with Darth Revan. I'd still like Bastila Shan to go with Revan. There's so many. I'm caught up with I'm caught up with the comments. How exciting is that?
Yeah, there's the line that we're showing is called the publishing line, and it's like, I hate that name because I coined it when I first heard about it. I said it's going to be called Comic Greats.
Yeah,
I thought, oh, why don't I call it? But it's called the publishing line. It's like it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
Yeah, unless they're eventually going to include figures from books as well, then you could go, okay.
Does that fit in
for this part? I guess the Heir to the Empire Luke is technically from a book, but they're showing images from the comics inside. So I don't know. That's a bit of a double-bladed sword there. So I guess it kind of works as publishing, but I think you can come up with a better line, like maybe like the Legends line or comics. That sounds good. Comic Legends, or
Now, did you want
put a Legends banner? Have the same Legends banner.
Talk about retro collection? Because I love retro. Collection.
Yeah. It's good to talk about retro collection. I saw trying to think of who it was that posted the original images. They saw them in Canada, I think.
Yeah, it's KAI Boutique. Kaya Boutique. Never heard of that toy store in my life.
Yeah, so I remember looking at them, and I didn't even click to my brain at the point that they were the retro collection. I just thought they were like all the new vintage collection figures out. So I just sort of went, oh yeah, cool. Scroll past. And then everyone started reposting. I'm like, hang on, they got the big ugly sticker on the front. And this, the child, it's all bubble.
The double bubble. Double bubble, toil and trouble. That's Macbeth. This, I was like, I can't get over it. It's weird, but I want it.
Kerry, I still want Space Werewolf, and I won't shut up until I get him. No way, nope.
Space Werewolf, he's in the cantina, isn't he? With the red eyes. Is that him?
Yeah, I did a video on the Clone Wars figures from 2003 that I have, and there was a Jedi Space Werewolf.
Excellent. Do you like this idea, this double bubble, or are you getting you're getting retro?
I'm still sort of debating it. I bailed on the second lot. Like I got the first wave from A New Hope, and then I bailed on the second lot. But I may there's just something about the Mandalorian stuff that's just getting me.
Not retro enough. It's only 12 months old.
Yeah, it is. I want it. Like I do want it, but yeah.
I tell you what's funny about it.
I'm going to rip them straight off the packaging, so I don't care. So
they weather these packaging like they're aged, and I don't think the Mandalorian stuff would get that tattered and worn in 12 months.
We'll see if any of those. We'll see if any of those like current like Moff Gideons and armorers that are flooding the pegs in Zing. See what they look like in 12 months.
Yeah,
but I dare say they'll clear them up a little bit, clear them out a little bit before then. Fugman 4.
Hello, Fugman.
What's up, nerds? It's 5:30 a.m. here. Good morning. Tez, g'day, mate.
Oh yeah, Tez.
How's it going?
I saw you on the Pally Boys this morning or this afternoon. Cool. I do like this figure. I really
love you guys.
I like all the retros. I don't know.
Just can't want to
earn their retro stripes.
They don't deserve the sticker yet. I like it because it's IG. A lot of the characters were inspired by, like Jon Favreau sort of said it basically feels like you're playing with the figures when you're a kid. So you've got Boba Fett, you've got IG-88, you've got Yoda, you've got you've basically got like a character in The Mandalorian that stands in for one of the original Kenner figures.
Very true.
Like you've got Quill being the Ugnaught, and
Him being
Yeah, so on,
1988.
so on and so forth. So they're kind of like proxies. Yeah. So they're kind of like proxies in a way.
Yeah. My other one's got one arm. This new one has 2 arms.
Oh, nice.
And he's the variant with the yellow eyes.
I didn't even know there was a variant. There you go.
One with red eyes, one with yellow eyes. Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
1980, this one.
Nice. I like that figure. That's a cool one. But
he's gonna have a
I actually want the retro Mando fix loose more than I do on card. I agree with you there, Tim. Absolutely. I can't wait to rip them open. I did open up my first wave of retro collection figures and just have them sort of setting aside away from my vintage stuff. So I've got my vintage stuff up in a cabinet up there.
Do you mix them together? Do you mix the retros and the proper old school vintage together?
No, only Tarkin I put in there.
Ah, the one we never got.
Yeah, so I only put Tarkin in the shelf with my vintage ones, but my retros sort of stand on the bookshelf.
He's a good figure. That figure, that is brilliant. That Tarkin.
Yeah, I never ended up getting the second one, the Hoth Luke.
Ah, in the board game. That's right.
Yeah,
another board game that you didn't do.
Yeah, but I would like to eventually find that figure loose just to put in with my Hoth vintage figures. So eventually I'll try and get that Luke, I think.
I reckon if someone is a Monopoly collector and they're just, oh no, it's not a Monopoly game, is it? Never mind. Oh, yeah.
For the Stormtrooper.
I'm thinking about Remnant Stormtrooper. No, not Luke. Yeah. You just need a Monopoly collector to just get the board game and just sell off the figure because they don't want the figure.
Yeah.
That's the way you can pick the Remnant Stormtrooper up.
Yeah, unless you want it loose, then Tung Hori will probably get it at some point too.
I got a negative comment in my comments about don't mention Tung Hori. I was like, why? Everyone in the community buys from Tung Hori.
Yeah, I've been buying from him I've been buying off him for 10 plus years.
It got me. I was thrown a loop when I saw that comment. Yeah. Don't buy from Tung Hori. I mean, each to their own. If you don't want to buy from them, don't buy for them. But yeah, I'm not going to stop you from buying from Tung Hori. Go ahead if you want.
It's not like they're not bootlegs or anything. Like they're legit figures. Sometimes in the past, it's just been like, yeah, kind of. But even then, you get some of them like, I don't see anything wrong with this figure. I've had so many over the years that they look as legit as anything. And they look like they've had nothing wrong. Just occasionally they'll be like missing a weapon or
never was put on a card or something originally.
Yeah, like the Dagobah landing Luke, which is still like a hot figure that Hasbro should put back out as a repack because people clamoring for that one. One of the best Luke Skywalkers they've ever had. I remember getting that one from Tung Hori, and it was absolutely perfect. As he used to get them like 3 months before the figures come out back in like 2010-11. So you'd have these brand new figures coming in like that's months before. Yeah.
They're made in the Far East. It's like ship them out from there.
I remember getting the first Savaggio press figure that had another shirtless figure. I remember getting him like months before he was released, and my review on YouTube absolutely blew up at the time.
Because you had it and no one else did.
Yeah. That was
we all try to be first on YouTube. We do. we all try our bestest. I've got a competitor these days. He's a young fella in the US, Lukeness Monster. I'll give a shout out. You have a look at his videos. He copies me and Bosk.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. He tries to beat me all day long.
I thought Tim was holding up the belt for that at the moment. He's been getting stuff really nice and quick. I want Hasbro to keep making the original retro figures.
I know you mean the first 12. We've got the first 6.
Yeah, I reckon they finish the first 12. I reckon, and then just let it go because then if you put too many of them out, then they start polluting the secondary market, and
wouldn't you like to see that?
It would just make collecting vintage. Yeah, it would just make collecting vintage even more horrible. If you're going and looking at these retros that. They're slightly different, but for the unschooled, they wouldn't know any different. They probably think they're all the same. So,
and do you like his outfit, even though it's not the same yellow as the picture?
I again, it goes back to like the vintage stuff where everything had like really bright popping colors. Like you just held up Greedo, like he's all green, and then Ponda Baba had the orange jumpsuit, and they're all sort of very defined by color. Darth Vader was all black, so you've got Gideon all black, and they're all very bright, solid colors. Yeah, so I think that's where they're going, because if you just put out like a Quill and he's all one sort of shade of brown, but they've gone for this sort of retro, sort of really vibrant, popping colors for the figures, and I think that's pretty cool. I like that.
So what Tim's saying there, definitely this image will be used for the vintage card back when we're getting.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. Then you'll be able to see the figure because the sticker won't be on the top of it, blocking the image. I'm surprised how many videos are out there originally when the retro collection first started of people showing you how to remove the sticker with lighter fluid and using a hairdryer and all. I'm like, oh, they're actually really keen about getting rid of the sticker. I know it really gets up Fly Guy's nose. He does not like the sticker at all.
It's just a little bit big. I would have rather have seen like a smaller one, but plastered on the bubble, on the plastic instead. I remember back in the vintage collection, like in 2012, when they'd have a character debut. I've got one on my wall behind me. It's Darth Malgus, and they had a character debut sticker, and they put it on the bubble. So they did the same with, there was a wave of 5 figures from deleted scenes from Return of the Jedi, and they all got a deleted scene sticker on the bubble, and they put them on the bubble as opposed to on the card. So I would have preferred that. Have a small sticker that says retro. You could take the first half of that circle, and you could put that down the bottom of the bubble, and it still stands out as a retro figure because you've got that retro label on the bubble, but you've still got the beautiful card art down the side.
True. And everyone can see the image then. So would you like to see the image that I trolled Fly Guy with? Because I know how much he...
I'd like to see that.
You'd like to see that? Oh, I'll bring it up here. I'll chuck it in there. We're going to open with that photo. Here he comes.
Bloody stickers.
Bloody stickers. It's ginormous. So I made that Fly Guy have.
Did you just send it to him? Or?
On Twitter, he commented on the sticker, and he made a GIF like, I hate the big stickers. So I shared that with him because I made that one quickly. He gave me a thumbs up. He thought it was funny. It is like that sometimes. It's like the retro sticker is so damn big.
Yeah.
I'll probably go back and have a look at the real version of that Mandalorian. Where have I got it here? How come I'm working the stream? This should be your job. It's all right.
I don't know.
Just relax, Jesse. I'll be the producer tonight. There we go.
I'm manning the chat. Sometimes I need help with this stuff.
I think that's a better picture. That's
how about then you release the Darth Maul is sweet. We were just talking about the Darth Maul earlier. I put in my pre-order.
He's jacked. Ready for a fight. I was surprised about Sith Apprentice on it. Yeah, that's a classic looking figure. That the design of the Mando there. Yeah, it's the first look of him too. Like what we got for the first release of the vintage collection, and then they'll do the Beskar one later on. Imagine doing a next year's bloody retro collection, the Beskar version of Mando.
Yeah, and I imagine that they won't stop there. Are we going to get Grief Karga in the retro line? We are, aren't we?
Yes. Yeah. He should be. Where's the next picture?
Get a retro Bill Burr figure.
He swears a lot, that man. He swears so much. Grief Karga. There we go.
Bill Burr's doing a live stand-up show for Australia and New Zealand at the end of the month, live streaming from a comic store in comedy store in LA where he is, but he's streaming to Australia and New Zealand.
That's awesome. Because you saw I put his podcast a little bit in my video, where we're saying something like the guy goes, "Oh, you're getting an action figure." He said, "I got to watch what I say, otherwise I'll cancel my action figure." And his friends say, "You get an action figure?" And he, "No, you effing nuts." I thought it was hilarious. I had to show that. So he doesn't believe he's getting an action figure, but we know that he's been scanned for a figure. He can be produced as merchandise. But Grief Karga, if I want to zoom in on his very, very smooth face, I think he's very he looks 10 years younger. It's a very smooth face on him.
Does.
No wrinkles. He's a younger man.
It doesn't look bad. I don't mind that. Yeah.
That's the card back for the vintage that we still haven't got in this country.
Shouldn't be too far away, though.
The back. See the piece of paper in the back of him? I hate that.
Yeah. It's ugly, isn't it?
Fold it up and put it underneath his feet. Just fold it up there.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be much better. And who we got? Oh, the lovely Kara. I don't know why, but the photo here, it's like it looks like the bubble's foggy, but it's just a reflection on it.
Yeah.
Same card back again as the what did I say? The vintage collection, the carbonized collection. Use something else. The only card back we had different was the credit collection.
Yeah. Now, good luck getting them anywhere. Unless you want to pay stupid money on eBay. Star Wars band, off Luke and the ridiculous yellow visor.
And the only one that didn't have the proper card back was Moff Gideon, who kind of looks like Vader.
Oh, yeah.
It's exactly like Vader, just cover his head.
He's got the grey saber there.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice the color of that until you said that.
Yeah, it looks like it's like an unpainted, like clear grey plastic.
Yeah.
It's almost translucent, but I guess it sort of matches some of the old lightsabers, doesn't it? Or for Empire Strikes Back and onwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mando Retro is not my cup of tea. The Retro did a solo line at Rogue One, then stop. Yeah, I wish they did Rise of Skywalker as well for the 5 POA stuff.
That would have been good to just complete it and just they can let us know at the end of Rise of Skywalker, we've got all the 5 POA, we're never going to do this again.
Yeah.
That would have been like the final, that's it. But yeah, just cutting it when it happened, it was like, oh man, I didn't even get one of them 4-packs to complete the movie line.
Yeah.
Did you got a few of them, didn't you? The Force Awakens one with Maz in it.
Yeah.
And then there was the one with Saw Gerrera, which was Rogue One. He was in the 4-pack. There's like an exclusive figure amongst them.
Yeah, there was a Last Jedi with Rose with the robe and the First Order gunner. He had like the big helmet.
That's him.
And
Solo one had Kira, and Weasel. Weasel was in it as well.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, I did get that one. Yeah, and then they did the big army building pack for Solo as well, which had 5 or 6 different figures, and that one never came out down here either. That one didn't come out down here. And Ted's just saying, I love my vintage Jedi figures, but hell, a lot of them are too beige and brown. You're right, they are. I never really thought about that. There's not really many popping colors in that line. Because all the Ewoks are sort of brown, grey, brown, beige. Got Jabba's goons, sort of brown, beige.
The dreariest line of colors is Rogue One's 5 POA line. If you take them all out of the packaging, they're only brown, greys, and black. This the dreariest looking colors you've seen. I was like, what? No one's bright.
Kind of goes with the movie though, isn't it? Sort of dark shades and
bleak,
gritty, bleak. Yeah, except for like when the Death Star blows up Scarif, and then it looks nice and pretty.
Have we got any...
Seeing fake replica OG Kenner figures out there now did giveaways that they're too minty plus too cheap. Yeah, that's true.
The only other thing I've got here to show you is probably the Boba Fett stuff. Do you want to have a look at the Boba Fett?
Go for it, yeah.
Oh, there's an image first I want to show everybody. This one will be all like, that one. The comic pack.
Yeah, that's the one.
A comic pack. Look at it. Wrong way around. How could they do that? So where's the rest of these images? I should have some Boba Fett images coming up now. Oh, the back of Boba Fett out of the box.
Yeah.
With his
getting ready for Bosk's video. Yeah, getting ready for boss video to drop. Yeah, the jetpack's actually pretty. I've seen a lot of people talking about the jetpack and its colors, but it's actually pretty accurate for Return of the Jedi. It's
there is on one of those Marvel stands that grabs around his leg. Usually those things grab around the waist, but I think they've just decided, no, I'll clamp it on the leg, make it look cool.
They haven't put many other figures out with that stand. I got the one with Black Widow, the white suit Black Widow.
Yeah.
I sold the figure and I kept the stand, so I've kept the stand for other figures. And I did a toy photo for Instagram last week with Rise of Skywalker Rey taking out a couple of stormtroopers, and I used that stand to hold her up in midair. And then I just photoshopped the stand out of the picture, so it came in pretty handy. It's a good stand.
Bloody good. He's again on his own. Now, while I got that there, I want to hold up this. I come prepared with some figures. This image, they're the same size, but yeah, your Empire and you got the Jedi. Just those gauntlets. Oh, is it really? Yeah. It's the gauntlets. The knee pads are slightly the same. Oh, I wish that wouldn't have so much reflection on it. Is that better? Just a little bit more weathering on the new one, because this one looks minty clean, doesn't it? Oh, I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the gauntlets look a little bit different.
They're red gauntlets on that one.
They look a little bit. They look a bit shorter too, and I believe his right arm, or left on the picture, has a spot for his. He's got a rope or something like a
Oh yeah.
So I'm not sure whether that's just hangs on there or not. I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to this figure though.
I am too. I'm hyped. And Timmy's got one already. I'm so jealous. Because in the UK, I think they're £29. I think they are. Whereas we're paying what, 60 Aussie dollar dues. So getting multiples puts you over $100. It's like, oh
yeah.
God.
Yeah, I've just put my $10 deposit down for one. And I'm happy with that. I'll stick with that one.
That's where I'm at the moment too.
Yeah. Aaron Drury, hi guys, up getting ready for a rare Saturday work day, so hopefully it's quiet and I can go back and watch from the beginning there. Happy weekend. Oh, I hope work's not too bad. Have a great day.
Into my stream too. That's awesome.
Up bright and early.
Bright and early.
Yeah, the retro stickers are an abomination. I spent hours trying to remove them all. Not fun.
He's been watching a few of those YouTube videos how to remove retro stickers. I think people outside of our community, they must see a video titled "How to Remove Retro Stickers." Like, what the hell are they talking about?
That's a whole different world where we're from.
Yeah.
Imagine being an outsider and watching guys take stickers off, like grown adults taking stickers off of the front of a Star Wars action figure, and complaining about how what's going on.
Who do videos about how to remove the bubble off the vintage cards. There's videos on that too, how to do it properly, so it's nice and neat. That's another really niche topic.
Yeah.
TC Griff is a lovely figure. Oh, and he's got that too. Yes. I've seen all of the reviews. I sat there watching them on the TV almost nearly back to back. I'll get another picture. We'll go to some more pictures. Oh, the face that looks squished.
Yeah, I think that's just the bubble. It's just I think it's just the bubble. I don't think there's any dramas there. His neck looks too scrawny.
His neck looks normal, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And
there might be a little bit of pushing from the cheeks, like with the new clones and stormtroopers, they'll have the molded head underneath. Just so if they decide to revisit him with a removable helmet, they've got that option of having the helmet already sculpted. But this one, I'm assuming, will be completely glued down to their head. But yeah, I think that option there to remove it in the future is definitely going to be a possibility. So there might be a little bit of like squishing there, like with the stormtroopers and stuff that have come out recently, just because they do have that extra sort of room to move in the helmet. So the best tip there is just hold it under some boiling water or running hot tap, or just hold the hairdryer over it for a little bit, loosen up that plastic, and it should just flex back to its original shape.
Or
otherwise,
collectors, leave it in the box.
Yeah, just put it on the shelf sideways so you don't have to look at
it. Just look at the mural picture.
And if the rumors are true, we probably won't even be able to look at the figures before we get them either, because they're doing a questionnaire about whether they should change the packaging to have no plastic.
Oh yeah, doesn't that make me sad?
Yeah, the figures are all made of plastic anyway.
That looks good. Thank you, In-Demand Toys, for your photo.
Bill Burr live stream. Hell yeah, love to see him do his famous Philly rant with a Star Wars twist. Yeah, check it out. It's $39 or something to get access, which, that's pretty cheap. So I'm kicking back, and I'll probably do a stream another time for that weekend. Or after. We'll see. I'm behind on the comments again. They have TVC Child and Grief still at May 2021, and Leia at April, and Boba end of March. No mention of Zooton. He might come later. He might be the one figure they sort of hold back for a few weeks for some reason.
You pronounce it Zooton. That's the South Australian accent. Zutton.
Yeah. Yeah. We say things like France and dance, where you guys say France and dance.
France and dance and plants. Don't forget the plants.
Yeah, we don't call them pants though.
Plants.
We say we do say plants, but we don't say pants. We say pants, but we don't say pants.
That's another one you say funny as well. You say Newcastle. We say Newcastle.
Yeah.
There's no R. Newcastle.
Different accents everywhere.
It is. And we live in the
Greetings,
same
exalted
country.
ones from Singapore.
How you doing?
Long-term friend here. Yeah, very long-term friend of mine. Appreciate you stopping by.
Singapore. I saw a photo from Singapore's Toys R Us the other day. Oh, I loaded up. It was all G.I. Joes, but it's going in my next G.I. Joe video. I'm like, it looks brilliant.
I cannot understand why Hasbro still sticks to crease cards for retro line. Make those card backs minty fresh and remove that big, awful red sticker. Couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah, the outside, the weathering on the cards is, I'm getting used to it because the other ones are like that. So you wouldn't stop making it for the third wave. So keep going with it.
I think at least the retro packaging for the new character shouldn't be pre-damaged like the ones from the kennel line. I think most of us are in agreement with that, but 6-inch Darth Malak would be sweet. The 3.75 inch is okay. The only thing that's letting us 3.7 inch one down really is those crappy swivel elbows. Otherwise, the figure's pretty well standard.
That sort of
it's got that sort of weird sort of angular cut. Yeah, so they sort of they do pivot, but they're just it's ridiculous. But the Revan that came out in the same line had the proper hinged elbows. So, but I think they reused the arms from another figure. I used to know all this stuff, but it's been a long time since I've studied those figures.
Revan was going to be repacked into the vintage line, wasn't it? And then they cancelled it. It was going to be VC 150. So when this gaming greats line comes around, I reckon Revan will drop in there. That's just one of my theories. It's not a rumor. It's just what I'm thinking. They want to bring that figure out soon.
Yeah.
I want to know if Hasbro feel envious that Funko bring out all these figures, like all these characters, and Hasbro's like, oh, we can't do that one. We can't do that one. Can't do that one. It's interesting.
Gauntlets, the cape, and the boots. Different belt, pads on his trousers, etc. Yeah, it is a fairly different outfit in comparison to Empire version. If you get the two, when we got the both figures in hand, we study them side by side. But even looking at reference material and books and stuff, they are quite different outfits.
Sure. I just realized it's
Saturday kind of interesting.
Oh. I was just
kind of interesting. What's that? Sorry.
Oh, Tim, it's Saturday morning where they are. No wonder that we've got a lot of UK people here. It's
Yeah, I always get a lot of folks from the UK. It's
Hey.
good. Not so many from the US, but it's very early morning, so I understand.
Very early morning.
But yeah, so when they put Boba Fett in A New Hope in the special edition, he's wearing the Return of the Jedi outfit, so he's obviously got some different armor sets in the Slave One that he switches between. So yeah, that's kind of what I made up in my head anyway. I like a little bit of headcanon to clarify that sort of stuff.
I do like this figure. I'm very envious that Tim's got this figure.
Darth Master can't see Mike taking him out of the packet.
Sorry, no, it can happen. I strained to get the Mandalorian out of the packet, the deluxe one with the pram.
Yeah,
he's on display behind me now.
Hopefully, hopefully the cape's a nice switch out. We could swap over with some material if we choose to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, better go to bed. Great to hang with you guys. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming and hanging out.
Fug man.
You are good nerds. You're a good nerd for coming and hanging out. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Just kidding, Mike.
It's all right.
Might have to get to the IG-11 at least until Hasbro released the VC1. It would at least fit into my display. That's true.
Dun, 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 dun. Do you know I came with a bunch of vintage figures I was going to show if we weren't showing pictures. Yeah, I got him. Who else did I hold up earlier?
Let's switch back here.
Yeah,
we'll go pictureless for a little while.
I picked these up today from my good friend, scruffy looking nerf herder. He's on Instagram. He's too busy a man to go on YouTube. Trust me, he doesn't have time to do YouTube, so he's just on Instagram. He has a great collection of vintage. And he collects everything Mando. His collection dwarfs mine by a tenfold. And I picked up this guy. So that's me. Because he knew that I had one arm missing on my IG-88. So now I've got an IG-88 with the yellow eyes.
Nice.
I got my Greedo you saw earlier.
Greedo's cool.
He's minty. He looks like he's just fresh out of the packet. Not a mark on him. This I haven't got one of these yet, but I do now in this scale. Original Biker Scout from 1980.
I love the biker. I love the original Biker Scout. That's so clean. That's beautiful. That's a really nice copy.
Yeah,
beautiful copy. Like that's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic.
83 on the back. Sorry, not 83. Of course, is Return of the Jedi. He didn't come out beforehand. Then I bought Blue Harvest Vintage Toys. Mark, I bought him one of these, so I sent him mine. So I got Fu Manchu Bespin guard back.
Yeah.
Fu Manchu with his big moustache down here. Yeah, he kind of looks like me when I don't shave and I do a stream. I always feel like when I don't shave and I do a video and I look back and I'm editing myself and I see this big mole, I'm like, oh Christ. And the first time ever, this has a copyright on it of 1979. Can you guess who it is?
Boba Fett.
Come on, chat. Boom. Yeah, he's a bit ruddy, but yeah, he's an original. He's missing some of the paint off the front. He's really worn down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still cool.
Nerf Herder has the Star Wars one. He's got this on the Star Wars card back.
Oh, nice. Lovely. How do you feel about sort of banged up figures? Do you like them with a little bit of damage on them? Is that do you get a kick out of that? Yeah,
because they've got character to them in a way. Whereas it's strange because I'm an inbox collector where I'm absolutely pristine and mint. It's a very polar ends of the bloody microphone. It's the opposite ends of the world where you got like the mint inbox collector, and I like the rough what are they beaters?
Yeah. Beaters, yeah. I don't mind it either. I'm like that too. I like to get like a reasonable good copy, but I don't like if I can get them with all the parts intact on the figure. Don't care about accessories. I just like if they look a little bit beat up. I think they've got a story to tell. Like they've been, you think of the amount of sand pits they've been in over the years.
Yeah,
how many of them have been in the bath with people as kids.
So here's my first one that's going to be like original, not like a vintage collection one that I've got like on card. Yeah, so have one like this, I'm like chuffed. It's like I'm
Nice
straight
one.
into Jabba's palace. I have to redo my Jabba's palace. It's getting quite full. Okay. Yeah, so happy to have that one. So if he was brand spanking new, like mint condition, you could put him on eBay for $100. But this is like worth $5, and I'm happy as Larry. $5 redos.
We just say Newy as opposed to Newcastle or Newcastle.
Oh, Newy. Oh, Newy.
Even in Lisbeth, we speak posh. Dance, plants, Zooton.
Zooton. That last word.
You must be one of the posh Elizabeth people in Elizabeth because you use the word L as opposed to W in Wisbeth.
Oh, Wisbeth.
What part of Australia do you consider to have the weirdest accent? Queensland.
North Queensland.
Yeah.
North Queensland. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only from southeast Queensland originally, but North Queensland talk really fast and talk like this, mate. You know.
Yeah.
How's it going? Oh, mate, look at that. Right on. What do you reckon? Fair income.
Yeah.
Everyone of our international audience just said, what is he talking about?
Tunghori is helping out immensely. I have some super rare ones thanks to that store. H Green 1313. Hello there. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming and hanging out.
How you doing? H Green.
Accidentally scrolled too far. Hey, Boss Bounty, how are you? Doing good, I hope. Speaking of Toys R Us in Singapore, I just saw fully stocked Phantom Menace 6-inch figures. The TNTV playset Slave 1 going for $2.99. Oh, nice. Oh. I'm not sure what that is in Aussie dollars, but it's probably still cheaper than ours. Oh, I'm going to get up and think about getting some lunch. It's been great, chap. See you soon. Cheers, boss. Appreciate it, mate. Well, I'll chat to you soon.
If you're behind the
4 a.m. Oh, there's a 4 a.m. now.
Oh,
yeah, it's 5 a.m. here. She goes to sleep. Yeah, go back to bed, man. It's Saturday morning. Go back to bed. Get some sleep. That's what Saturday mornings are for.
How much was that Singapore dollars before?
He's saying, we can $2.99.
$2.99.
Just say no. We can sleep when we're dead.
That works out to be $288. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not that different.
Aussie dollars and Singapore dollars. Ours is a little bit stronger by about 5%.
So it's a little bit pricier than ours because ours is $2.79 for the Slave 1.
Mm.
It's a little slight variation there in price. Been a lot of negative comments this week about Hasbro saving plastic announcement. You have to see the figure will totally reduce the appeal, I think. I agree with you there. I think there are certain ways you can do this. If I don't have it on hand, it's out of reach. But the Skywalker Strikes box set, you open that up, there is no plastic. It's all the accessories. Oh, there is. Is there trays? You don't have to have trays. I mean, go back to using like this sort of snap ties that sort of just clip the figure to the inside of the box. But yeah, you need a window. You need a window on the box to show the figure. Otherwise, you're selling blind box packaging then, and that's reserved for like cheaper collectibles. Because if you imagine like with some of the QA issues that they have with their figures, imagine going and buying a stack of figures, getting it home, opening them up, and they've got the crappiest paint jobs ever. Like, you'd just be so mad. And it's nice when you do go into a store, you can sort of pick through and find the best paint apps because they are a little bit sketchy sometimes. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they go with that. But okay, Bill. Morning, guys. Heading to Walt Disney World today. We'll be in Galaxy's Edge on Wednesday. We'll pick up those color-changing droids. Nice.
So I know you just go into Disney World and it's like, oh, look, variety of everything. And over here, we got none of that.
I just want to be there. I'm so jealous. Yeah, have a great time, though. You know, take lots of photos and send them to me so I can cry myself to sleep. This is Oh, the Galaxy's Edge Falcon at $799.90 in Singapore. That's that's a lot, isn't it?
Because ours is what, $6.99?
$6.99, yeah. I saw it today in a zing. At Tea Tree.
Saw it today at Scruffy looking Nerfurter's house.
I was looking at it in a zing in Tea Tree Plaza this afternoon, earlier today. I was like, oh, that's so expensive. Wow,
but you're getting the Razor Crest, aren't you? You're getting the Razor Crest, so you got a ship coming.
Mm.
Your ship.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm putting it, but I'm gonna have it. Mike, top of the morning to you, lads. Top of the morning to you, Mike. I really don't like graded figures being claustrophobic. That plastic prison bugs me. Set them free. I'm with you there.
Forever. He's trapped.
I'm heading to work. Enjoying the great, guys. Have a great day. Have a fantastic day. Hope it's a good one. North Queenslanders sound like they have a pube up there. Sorry about that, guys. Clayton, what's going on? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Do you think we'll see Loden Greystorm in this new publishing line? Fingers crossed. Absolutely. He's one of my favourite new characters from the High Republic.
And the question I want to ask Clayton is, do you like the name publishing line for the line? Yeah, I really want it to be called Comic Line or Comic Greats.
It needs to be easier to say than that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't have a big sticker like Gaming Greats does on it. Like, can you imagine the size of one that says Star Wars publishing line, comics, books, everything. I don't know. I think they should just they need to find a way to sort of cover. Oh, I don't know. Like, I like what they're doing now with the Gaming Greats is they're labeled individually. So you'll have figures from Jedi Fallen Order. You'll have figures from Star Wars Battlefront 2. Do it like that and just put them in normal boxes or do them like these, but give them a label like, say, from Star Wars Heir to the Empire, maybe put the Legends banner from the books over the top of it so people,
Yeah. It will be easier at retail too if they're going to sell them at retail. They kind of know where they are. Oh, you want the Legends line? Oh, we've got some Legends line stuff here.
Yeah.
Publishing line. Where should I start looking for those?
I guess they can't use Legends because that's too confusing because you start talking about Star Wars Legends, then you got Marvel Legends, and then I don't know. Are they going to do like Marvel Black Series or something? I don't know. It gets a little bit confusing. So I guess it's not like Gaming Greats official title though, is it? So it's just what they're calling them at the moment. Caught my reservation for Galaxy's Edge on May the 4th. I'm hoping they'll do something this year for Star Wars Day. Surely they will. I can't think of anything better to do on May the 4th than go to Galaxy's Edge. That would be so exciting. I think it's falling on a Saturday this year. Just going to quickly look at my calendar.
He's all over it.
No, it's a Tuesday. It's a Bad Batch Day. It's coming out on a Tuesday. I'll be working my new job. I got a new job. I'm excited. I've got 3 weeks left on my current job.
That'll keep you happy.
Really excited.
I'm going to share with you the, if I can find it.
Hi, Jesse and Mike and everyone in the chat. Hey, Matt. Appreciate you tuning in.
Oh, Universal Collector. How you doing? I was just watching you this afternoon.
Yeah, I got a couple of his videos to catch up on.
That's what I was going to share with you. If we get there.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Am I? Is that right? I don't know if I've done that correctly. Have I?
No, I think what I'm doing here is wrong. There we go.
Hey, there we go. Yes, the new boxes, everybody. Oh, my God. I'm not a fan. It looks like it was taken off a screen. See the reflection of this flashback.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah, none of the above, please. Like, just stick with what you're doing.
Yeah, they
You know,
just changed.
if Coca-Cola aren't going to stop using plastic, then why would Hasbro worry about it? Honestly,
There are three
like
potential options, which are the 3D
when Coca-Cola find a better way to use than plastic bottles, then I don't think anyone else needs to worry about it, because I think Coca-Cola is probably one of the most plastic producing companies in the world.
They're up there, aren't they?
And either way, it's all just going to end up as landfill or in the ocean somewhere anyway. So it's, I appreciate the sentiment for the environment, but it's such a small niche thing it's such a small niche thing in the big scheme of things, like in terms of even just toys in general.
Can I move that page over? Oh yeah, I can do that. They put the little tiny picture on the corner of the box on that one.
Yeah. No,
and then I think the next one is they've got the cutout so you can, a piggy hole. So if they produce no legs, you're going to buy it with no legs and not know.
Yeah. So I can probably get, if anything, the one with the cutout has to happen, but it needs a small window, because otherwise you're just going to get people sticking their hands in there, ripping the figure out. And it's not going to be hard to get your fingers and just rip it open.
You reckon a little piece of plastic over the hole? Because if there's no hole and the kids are putting their dirty, sticky fingers in there going, Mum, I want this figure, and they've touched it, no, put that back, and then you've gone, oh, look what I'm buying.
John Maguire, hi to all in the chat.
John, I believe you're from Ireland, if I can remember.
Based by the Clovers there in the chat.
Hey, Matt. Will do, Jesse. Hello, John.
Do you think we'll get any ships or playset announcements anytime soon? What do you think they'll be?
That's telling me, like, the only vehicle. Do you know about the next vehicle is the Razor Crest for the Mission Fleet line?
And I did hear about that.
Mission Fleet. I mean, like, we need something. I want a playset. The Cantina, yes. I don't need. I think they'll probably do it a lot like these other ones, where they'll put one figure in and it'll be half a Cantina, and then you want the U-shaped bar, you'll have to buy two of them to put them together. They'll sell you half of one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing. I mentioned on my stream last week, I wouldn't mind seeing more of Jabba's Palace. They did the playset a year or two ago with the Han in Carbonite. I'd love to see some more sort of modular additions to that, so you can sort of build up that room a little bit more. So you could have
more people in there.
The steps with the fire pit, maybe Jabba's throne with the arch over the top of it. He's got his little rotisserie thing at the back. Good opportunity to get a Jabba out again. It's been a long time since Jabba came out outside of the sail barge. So, and that was a pretty good Jabba. So it'd be good to see that.
Saying hello to everyone famous in the chat.
Set them free. Have you seen Toy Story? If you keep them in the box, they can't get up to any nonsense at night or when I'm at work. But they go out and have a fun adventure, and they all come home, and it's all good. Yeah, Clayton says they could have come up with a better name for sure.
Publishing a line.
Hoppy's Creations. Hello there. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Bad Batch.
Woo.
Sadly, it's midweek this year. You know what I do? I've always planned in advance to take the day off. But with my new job, I believe that Tuesdays will be my day off, because I'm going to be working some weekends. So looks like Tuesday is going to be my day off, apparently, at this stage. So I might even be able to do some more Pala Boys hangouts on a Tuesday morning.
Hey.
Which would be cool. Be
Wednesday morning, you mean? There's this.
Oh, Tuesday. They did one last week. They did one last week where it was Tuesday morning. I was able to I was able to jump on.
Oh, that was a After Dark. Was that After Dark?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So if he keeps doing them.
That's the ones where you're allowed to swear on the stream, apparently.
My crappy internet's dropped out. Damn. Yeah, that internet's so hotted. I thought Hasbro would have given us a Clone Wars Cyborg Mole instead. We get shirtless version. It's much better head sculpt, at least. I'm really, really pumped about the shirtless mole. I'd agree. Half Cyborg Mole Clone Wars would be, absolutely perfect. I hope that's not too far away. But I'll take this one because it looks cool. I do want to get my 3 3/4 inch version, so give me 2 seconds.
Only one. Only one Kenobi. Only one. There he is. He's back. Oh, look at that.
So that's the 3 3/4 inch version from the Sith Legacy 3-pack that came with Darth Bane and Darth Nihilus. It always sort of bugged me that his face paint didn't really match the rest of his body because
it's a red.
Yeah, but the figure itself is just so freaking cool.
It's like the head was made in a different factory.
Yeah. Yeah, they've definitely done a better head sculpt since. But yeah, this is a cool figure. I'm really looking forward to the Black Series version of this guy.
Excellent.
It's a cool figure. I'll rate that one a lot. I'm going to have to take some photos of that one. We're halfway to Cyborg Mole.
Yeah. Well, we're getting there. So we're starting off with the Sith Apprentice. We'll get up to Spider Legs.
Jesse, any more Palpatine videos? Oh, I don't know. I could. Did you catch my little Palpatine drill video that I did? I did my action figures where I replayed the scene from Palpatine's arrest in episode 3, and then spitting Palpatine. Hang on, I'll see if I can.
Spitting Palpatine. I don't think I did.
Got a pretty good reception on the internet machine. All right, I'm gonna just hold up my phone and do it this way. It's ridiculous.
But it worked a treat.
Early one Kenobi. He's here. Brandon's popped in. Hey, dude.
Hey. It's good morning for him.
Good morning.
Morning?
This is the longest I've streamed in a while. It's nearly 2 hours. Early one Kenobi. I have to get only one back on the get back on the stream again. Hello there, Mr. Kenobi. As long as it's recycled plastic, what's the problem?
What's the problem? Yeah. A little triangle on the box.
Yeah. And yeah, USUALMIKE, did you get my message about the Ultimate Edition Hogan?
On what platform was that set? I had a look when you got up, and I was like, I checked on Instagram and then I checked on Twitter. Maybe you sent it on some other platform. Tumblr. If they remove the plastic window, how long before the figures are made of wood? Exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, but then we have to save the rainforests, and I don't know. We're going to just make them out of our imagination, I think.
Did you hear about the wooden action figure?
No.
Wouldn't work.
But I'm just waiting for the day where Hasbro makes you subscribe and you pay for like a 3D printing file and you got to 3D print it yourself.
And then
I shouldn't give them any ideas. Like Hasbro, don't listen. I know you're probably not listening anyway, but
the coils of plastic will cost you a fortune.
Half a cantina. They're so going to do that now.
Yeah. No, half the bar, and then you have to buy the other half, and you get the U shape. But if they did that, you know how all the stuff in the middle of the cantina all hanging down, that stuff.
Yeah.
How are they going to do that? That's what the complaints was about the very empty-looking carbon freezing chamber. There's nothing above it, and we know there's all these dangling things. And if they do us a cantina, you know what's going to happen? Hoppy's Creations. He's going to have to make one that we're all going to be like, that's how it should be. NW
hey, everyone, Kenobi. Simon Finch in the house. He's been around. He's been here for a little while. Thoughts on the Jackson figure? We touched on it earlier, but look, it's not for me. I'm not going to worry about it unless I'm just that desperate for a new figure and I come across it in a store or something. But I don't think I'm going to go and try and get one myself. I did say that about the carbonized figures, and I did go and buy a carbonized Boba Fett. So I think it looks more like a Marvel Legends character, like a Marvel character. I sort of said he looks like someone that would be part of like Guardians of the Galaxy, like one of the lineups for Guardians of the Galaxy or something. He's just a little bit out there. Can't remember who it was. They said he's like the Howard the Duck of Star Wars.
If Jackson appears in any of the new media coming up soon, whether it be the Kenobi, I don't even know where he fits into the timeline, or if he's in the Book of Boba Fett or something, that figure will just go like this. Everybody will want it. But at this moment, we're like, well, he's not even in a book that's recent. Like, he's not even mentioned anywhere, and all of a sudden we've got him as a figure. So that's sort of
they've put him into Star Wars Adventures comics, which is recent. They're comics that I'm not keeping up with. They're by IDW as opposed to Marvel, and they're slightly different. But Dave Filoni did put him in an episode of the Clone Wars. There was like a 4-episode arc with some droids, and it started off with Sunny Day in the Void. That was one of the episodes. It was in season 3 or 4, I think, off the top of my head. And they put in a dead skeleton. There was like a desert, and there was a dead skeleton. They made the skeleton of Jackson the Rabbit. So basically saying, he did exist, but he is dead. He's out in the middle of this moon. He died in the desert of this planet. Ventress Black Series in the house.
Oh, you got one.
Yeah, he's been getting them. He's been getting them in pretty quick and early too. I've got my Ventress coming hopefully next week. Or should come next week. It got shipped out today. So hopefully I'll have that one next week. I've got the new Qui-Gon Jinn coming next week as well. So hopefully Monday I'll have a couple of videos to do. Jealous. Me too. If I use your mic, I've just been on Messenger and I noticed my voice notes hadn't sent. So I've just resent it. Check them later.
Oh. I'd hold it up, but it's got his real name. Yeah, I just got him. Thank you.
I'll hit you up soon, Nick, and we'll get you back on. We'll chat some Star Wars again. That's what I do here. If you want to save plastic, they stop clogging the shelves with the 2.5 inch. It's all that's around.
Well, in my
wouldn't work. He's here all night, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell he's the father of the group.
Oh, yeah, dad jokes all day long.
That joke is wooden Mike. On the blueprints, the middle items are set off center so they could do half-half. Not that I've checked.
What were we talking about?
That's the Cantina.
Ah, that's right. Jackson trilogy, please.
Yeah, straight to DVD. Baby Jackson instead of Grogu Mandalorian season 3. Oh, please no. Only one. How are you liking the Hasbro Pulse UK? Anyway, it's a good day to be at Disney, middle of the week. For Star Wars Day, less crowds, better chance to ride Rise of the Resistance.
I've watched a video of people riding the Resistance ride.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to get over there.
Since we
I
can't
say
get
it
out
every
of our country. We're on a deserted island with 25 million people and we can't leave. We're trapped, everybody. Trapped like convicts on an island.
If we all had our own space, like if we divvied up the country, I think, what is it? We'd all have like 25 square kilometers each.
Yeah, something like that.
Something silly like that. Like,
I'd take a bit of the cold country. I don't know if I could last in the middle of the desert. As you guys know, the outback. Oh, there's a lot of nothing out there for miles and flat.
Jesse, just watch your Palpatine rant video out of interest. Why didn't you use the new My Heritage app to animate face? Oh, I have seen it, but yeah, I didn't even consider it. Didn't even think about it. That could have worked. Next time.
They designed that app to take old photos of like your great grandfather, a black and white photo, so you can animate him. And now people are using it with action figures. It's amazing, but
it is. It's fantastic.
What do they think of next?
Getting ready to start work. Have a great rest of your day, guys. You too. Have a great one. We might look at wrapping up shortly. Anyway, it's
10:30.
A couple hours.
10:30 in the PM.
10 o'clock PM my time.
So Pally Boy should be on tomorrow. Should be. It's Monday. Monday morning for us. Yeah. Yes, Sunday night for them. Because we're in the future, everybody. It's almost about to hit Tuesday. Sunday.
No thoughts on it, Clay. Don't currently even feel I need it. Little Salacious says he is pro floppy-eared aliens in Star Wars. More floppy-eared alien action figures, please.
Salacious Rum. I renamed Salacious Crumb in my video. Yeah,
I watched a bit of his live stream he did playing some Battlefront. So I've got another Battlefront friend on PlayStation Network now. So I'm definitely gonna have to get on a live stream and play some Battlefront at some point, because I've only done it once and I've got a lot of down votes on my YouTube video, so I just never went back and did it again. I lost three subscribers. I lost 3 subscribers in the last 24 hours. I did a 3-minute book review yesterday for my new book. For that one, did it like a 3-minute, just a quick little, these are my thoughts on the book. Go and buy it. Check it out. I lost 3 subscribers from it, and I got like 40% downvotes.
That's a lot.
People don't like books. I'm like, I know it's not an action figure video, but yeah, okay.
Wow.
Well, I would say stiff. I'm doing book reviews when I want to do them, so I don't do them very often because it takes me a couple of months to read a book. So
it's your channel; you can review whatever you like.
Exactly.
Review a pizza if you want to. It's up to you. But I mean, like, seriously, if someone doesn't want to see your book review, why don't they just move on to the next video? The next video might be an action figure that's going to be. I don't know.
A lot of people have been giving that book slack because the one character I spoke about before, Geode, who's a rock, and people haven't even read the book. And they're just going, oh, there's a rock. Well, that must be crap. What are they doing at Lucasfilm? Not even thinking. You read the story, and it is so freaking cool. Like, for the whole, like, the book actually takes the piss out of the fact that he's a rock too, and there's a bunch of Jedi characters that join this crew on a ship, and the navigator is a giant rock, and they're all like, what is this giant rock? But every time there's like a spot where they go in, and it's like, Geo, stand there. He didn't have a response at this period of time or something like that. And, Geode's lack of response told otherwise. And it was just like, it was taking the piss out of itself. Like the fact that he's a rock. Like it was so stupid that it was funny. Like you got to have a little bit of whimsy in Star Wars sometimes, I think.
All I got to say about that is if they make an action figure, it's a solid figure.
Sorry, but everyone's talking about Jackson the Rabbit, but it's a giant green rabbit, which everyone's like, oh yeah, great, awesome. We've got a green rabbit, but a rock who eventually saves the day. Essentially saves the day in the book. Like, spoiler alert, it's not really a big spoiler, but I just thought it was really cool. And if watch
You enjoy the book? You
Star
enjoy
Wars,
the book?
watch a Star Wars Explained little video on Geode. It's quite good. Building a life-size Falcon on my 25-kilometer block. It sounds good.
Oh.
You could fit a Super Star Destroyer on that block because they're 19 kilometers long. And you could have room for a Falcon as well. Fun facts. Looks better with action figures. I'll show you guys where you have your spots after waiting this long for their services. Almost caught up with the comments again. I thought I did. You need a co-pilot. We're all going to Kerry's place to play Star Wars. I'll play Battlefront with you, but I got Xbox One.
Oh, not cross-compatible.
Yeah. It's because people have unwarranted hate for the High Republic.
Unwarranted. It's just like,
so, yeah, people don't like High Republic Kathleen Kennedy Association, which is just ridiculous. Like, come on, like, it's like slamming a movie before it comes out and you don't even watch it. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Because I don't have a position on the book. Because I said before, I'm not a book reader, so I'm not into the books. I'm not going to judge on it.
Yeah. People love to hate the High Republic for some reason. I think the High Republic has been great so far. I really love Into the Dark. I'm with you, 100%. Yeah, people just, I don't know. I think it's just a classic internet trope of wanting attention. So spouting hate and stuff tends to
something new, and they're just like ragging on it. It's kind of like Resistance. Remember when Resistance came out, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Like everyone was like bagging on it, saying, "Oh, even the animation hurts my eyes." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's a cartoon." I watched it and I enjoyed it. I've got the figures, and everyone's like, "Oh, don't talk about that. It's a stupid show." And I'm like, "Okay."
If I watch something that hurts my eyes, I generally just turn it off. I don't go on the internet and complain about it. Like it's just a poor use of energy, really, and it's typical negative energy. You go online and you spout negative energy, and it just pulls all that negative straight in, and it just surrounds you, and then it looks worse. But I don't know. I'm all about being positive on the internet, and I could rant about internet ethics for hours because there are none, and there should be. People like books. People just don't really like High Republic books. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what the go is there. I love the High Republic, and these people hating it probably haven't even read any of it. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts too. Pizza review with pineapple, please.
There you go. Told you can do a review about anything, Jesse.
Yep. I'll do it. I love pineapple belongs on pizza. I'm one of those people.
Yeah. It's been on pizza for 60 years. That's why it's called Hawaiian.
I've been called a monster, but...
Yeah, I don't know why people don't like it.
Not seen Star Wars official YouTube getting ratio videos. Yeah, that's true. Star Wars Theory made a video hating on Geode, so now it's popular to hate the character, even though he said he hasn't read the book. Yeah. That's why I don't follow Star Wars Theory, because he likes to rally the troops a bit, and, all credit to what he does. He's made quite a cult following, and, he's been extremely successful. I give him absolute credit for that, but it's, again, it's that sort of, that negative energy. It's toxic. It pulls people in, and then they all go out and spread the same stuff. It's, rallying the troops online.
That guy's got 5 channels. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
He's got Harry Potter Theory, Lord of the Rings Theory, another theory. Yeah, he's got a heap of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 5 channels.
Oh, yeah, obviously. If you got the time, if you're getting to the point where you're making enough money from YouTube revenue that you don't have to work and you can spend your days making YouTube content, you've made it. You've got there. Like, that's awesome. Like,
you're a professional YouTuber by default.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, his Star Wars Theory channel's got well over 2 million subscribers.
No, he's heading on for 3 million. That's just the one channel that you know about. Yeah,
absolutely. But if you got 100,000 people watching each of those videos, and it's it's a little bit trolly, hating on Geode, then you've got 100,000 people that go out on the internet and go, "Oh, I watched a pretty popular Star Wars channel, and he says Geode sucks, so Geode sucks," and it just spreads like wildfire. Whereas, it takes a lot more work to get the positive message through, I think. I don't know. I could read about it all night long. Blowing up over a talking rock. That's the funniest thing about the book. Like, he doesn't even talk. It's a rock. Wait till they find out about the Eye of the Webbish Bog.
What's the Eye of the Webbish Bog?
Yeah, I've missed that reference.
You haven't read that one yet.
He's rock totally inanimate in book. He has a consciousness, like the Jedi can sense that there is a consciousness in the rock. So he's able to move around and do things, but they never actually see him never see it happening. Like, he moves from ship to out of the ship, and they never actually witness it happening. But it's just part of the humor of the book. Like, Star Wars has got to have humor. Salacious will happily sit on the rock, which is a sign of affection. Just gave 2 craps for my bowel screaming test, not giving another 2 for the High Republic.
Do you think if the High Republic was a TV series coming to Disney Plus, we'd be more into it? It being a book, it's like I can't get into collecting books and reading books. I don't have time to read books. I'm a family man. And that's probably why I've just left it to you guys. If you want to read the book, you want to read it. I find if it was a show, I'd be like, oh, it's a show. I'm going to watch a new show.
There's enough Star Wars out there for everyone now. You can pick and choose what you want, and you don't have to consume all of it if you don't want to. But if you don't have to go and hate on all the stuff you don't like either. Like, I could be critical. I could be critical of stuff I don't like. Like, there's been some recent books in canon that I haven't enjoyed at all, to the fact where I've gotten halfway through and I've had to put the book down and haven't touched it again because I didn't like the writing. There's been a couple which.
One of them Chuck Wendig books, is it? Wizzy, Worry, Wiggly, Ziggly.
No, I read them long before Wendig got the old handball out of Lucasfilm. So I didn't mind those books. They were a little bit all over the place at some points, but they weren't bad.
What did he reference in one of the books? That he was talking about the TIE fighters and they whizzy, worry, wiggly, whizzing across the sky. He wrote it in like some kid's language.
There's one of the very first books in the new canon was a post Empire Strikes Back one about Luke Skywalker. I think it was called Heir to the Jedi or something. And there was talk of songs being written about like Luke blowing up the Death Star, and the band was called like the Tootle Fruits.
The what?
The Tootle Fruits. And it's
great action
that's
figures.
canon. Like, there is a band in the Star Wars galaxy called the Tootle Fruits, and that is canon.
That sounds like a breakfast cereal.
Fruit Loops and Tootle Fruits. Like, it's ridiculous, but you've got to have that. You've got to have stuff like that. It's whimsy. It's funny. It's stupid. Like, it's ridiculous. We're talking about a series of space movies where, I don't know, people can take it a little bit too seriously sometimes. Anyone? I like the idea of High Republic, great era to explore. I.e. Yoda's still alive. I'd like to read that one. That first one, unfortunately, is down the venting ground for KK hate. Just read it. It's good. I enjoyed it. I think it's good. Yoda's mentioned in each of the books so far. He hasn't had a big part to play yet, so I imagine it'll happen soon. Jackson was cool in the old Marvel comics, and he's canon now in the IDW comics. Yeah, that's right. Yes, Mike agreed. I'm sorry, it's not a series. The Acolyte, which we set 50 years before the Phantom Menace, will likely be connected to the High Republic. That's the rumor. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who the Acolyte is. I'm thinking young Palpatine, maybe even Plagueis, maybe young Plagueis. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, is that what it means? So Acolyte is an actual person, not an actual time. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a Sith Acolyte.
Oh, Rock Lord.
Just like, yeah. especially with how well the High Republic is doing, I would expect to see more stuff from it. Well, it's going to keep going for another 12 plus months, isn't it? Really, 12, 18 months.
Do all the books run into each other like they're seamlessly by this one, and then the story continues on, or is it a bit different parts of the galaxy?
They're all sort of concurrent at the same time. There's small, brief little crossovers in regards to this big galactic event that's happening at the same period of time. So you got different sections of, you got a couple of Jedi over here, you got a couple of Jedi over here, you got a couple of Jedi over here, but it's all around the same major event. So it's all sort of, after 3 stories now, it's all starting to really feel like it's building towards the next big thing. So it's been quite good. Like I like all that little tie-in stuff, and it's Into the Dark sort of tied into the Rise of Kylo Ren comic books too, because there's when young Kylo Ren goes to meet up with Snoke after he leaves Luke's temple, Snoke is on the same space station, which is in Into the Dark. So it's still there like 250 years later or something. There's just little things like that, which is cool. I'm hoping the Acolyte is about Darth Plagueis and maybe a young Palpatine. Great, now I have to find a new name for my band. It's a lot. It helps fill in story gaps. I agree. Painting the bigger picture. That's the first phase that is supposed to run to 2022. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, through this year and then even further. So Eye of the Werbish Bog is the one that gave Vader and Kylo the Wayfinder. Oh, that was the big baby head with the spider on it. So in Rise of Skywalker, when Kylo Ren is on Mustafar and he's in the forest, and then he goes and finds the Wayfinder, he basically, that Wayfinder is set in the stone sort of thing. It's in the middle of like a marsh, like a swamp. Yeah. And the Webbish Bog. Right. And basically, I believe they even filmed it and did all the special effects. But in the book, there's basically this giant head, giant baby's head that is sticking out of the water, and there's like this spider creature sitting on top of it, which is called the Oracle, and that sort of guides Kylo Ren on his next way.
Didn't we see some concept art? We saw some concept art of it. That's right. Yeah, now.
And apparently they've gone back and used that in the Vader comics while he is on Mustafar. So I haven't caught up with that bit yet. So I've got the book. I just need to read it. But yeah, it's Eye of Werbish Bog. I just forgot what it was called. So thanks for the refresh there. I might get through these last few comments and we might wrap it up. Slash is going to say exactly that. He's now staring at the screen and has folded his arms in a grump. Korg is a cool rock. And piss off, Ghost. Got to run, fellas, but nice to hear you both, and take care of everyone in the chat. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming and hanging out. So if anyone has got any last little minute questions and stuff, drop them by, but we'll start wrapping up. Got any videos planned for this week, Mike? You got anything on the go?
Well, I've got this to open, and you can see who it's from. Ooh. Do you know what that is there?
You haven't? Is that the one I sent you? I haven't opened yet. I can't remember what I sent it in.
No, this is bulletproof villain.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, right. I thought I might. Yeah, I was going to say you would have opened the one I sent you by now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red Ninja. Thank you very much. You're awesome.
That's all right. It was a.
With the Joes, there's a couple that are just absolutely impossible to get in at this moment. Right. There's a Beachhead, and he's on Amazon. He's like $180 or some crazy price like that. Wow. Yeah. And then all the ones that are sold through eBay on the US, they want like $90 postage. And I was like, no.
Oh, no.
I'm not going that far. Yeah, 25 is my max.
Yeah. No, that wasn't bad. I just caught up with mate Lockie, and we went for a drive Thursday night. It was 40-odd minutes down the road, but it was a good chance to just get out for the night, and went and got some takeout for dinner, and just caught up and shot the breeze while we drove, went there, picked it up, and then just drove home. And it was just a good way to chill out on a Thursday evening. I don't mind driving, so
I watched the page where it was the one in stock at that store, and then I watched refresh the next day. It said out of stock. You literally got the very last one in stock.
Yeah, there's one G.I. Joe figure. I don't know what it is, but he's gold. He's got like leopard print something or other.
Yeah,
but there's a toy world.
Destro.
Okay, there's a toy world in the city. Yeah, right. So there's a toy world in the city that has about 40 of them. They're just absolutely insane.
That was like an exclusive that they gave to Australia, and it's like, here you go, you can have all the Profit Director Destros. Yeah, that was the first one I got. I got hyped when I first heard about it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get that one, and I found out that's the easiest one to get. Yeah, he goes for like $22 now. It's below cost.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. They got any hints for what's in the bulletproof box? Any hints?
No, I think it might be a Joe. I think it might be an Zartan. It might be. If anyone from Bulletproof Villains watching, they'll know, because I don't know. I don't know.
You just put it in order and just showed up. That's cool.
That's for tomorrow. Tomorrow's video is gonna talk about what we've talked about on here, that packaging.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So the people like my subscribers who probably aren't in the chat tonight, who like will watch a video and we can talk in the comments about it as well. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't want it to change it at all. I want a big open, like, plastic window. I want to see all the figure. Yeah.
Yeah. I even, like I said, like put in a backing card, tie the figure to the card like they used to do back in the old days. You know, I just spent 25 minutes opening up my episode 1 pod racer, and you just spend 25 minutes doing cable ties. But, you know, put a few of them on the cardboard and then just have a plastic window on the front. You know, that way it saves the plastic tray. And I don't know, I'm sure there's some ways they could do both. But anyway, appreciate you coming and hanging out.
No worries.
It's been a little while since
10 to 11.
It's been a little while since I've had someone come on and chat with me, so
that's all right.
It's been good. I've been running solo for a few weeks, but
you were on during the daytime one day while I was at work. You were on at a funny time, like in the day.
Yeah, it was like Sunday morning or something.
And I was at work, and I was like, "Oh, Jesse's on." I was broadcast from it.
But appreciate everyone coming out and hanging out in the chat. Good to see a lot of folks coming and watching tonight.
Yeah.
And I think they're at over 30, which is a lot for me.
Excellent.
Which is great. You know, I know Saturday nights aren't always the best for everyone around the world, but I'd like to
Saturday morning.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's really early for folks in the US, so I appreciate everyone sort of getting up early on a Saturday morning to tune in. It means a lot. I've got a new member tonight, so that's exciting too. Big thanks to 1000 Ghost. Chris, really appreciate that. It means a lot. But we'll wrap up, and I'll see everyone hopefully next week.
Bye.
Stay tuned to the channel, and we'll see you later. See you, everyone.
See yous.